One of the many ways to use cork, you can see these small little Colombian boas perched up there to sleep, propped up between an exoteric cave on top of a haba hut. Here you can see some jeweled curly-tail lizards. We've got one in the back there basking and one over there on a piece of mopani wood. But you can see we use the cork to prop up the mopani to create an elevated basking area. Here's some baby savanna monitors perched on theirs, and again we propped up the piece of cork onto an exoterra false rock cave so that they can create an elevated basking area. You can see one up there sleeping in one of the little crannies in the cork. There's one up there and another one eyeballing us from the back. You can also use the Cork Flats as little hiding spots for your leopard geckos, and they'll also climb on top to sleep. You can see this one here actually just kind of dozing right on top. It's an easy way to create multiple hiding spots within the cage. You can see we've actually got some propped up over here, creating another level. And here's another way to use the cork, and again you can see that it's being used in this cage to prop up some other pieces. And here, these are some sub-adult Colombian rainbow boas, but this piece of cork right there provides a nice heated area for them to hide in. And actually will create a humid microclimate underneath it, because underneath it'll stay wetter than it would otherwise. And then if you look over there in that back piece, there's one hiding right back there. And again, it's a humid microclimate because it's got the damp moss underneath that wood. So you can see it looking around under there. These baby Nile monitors have a bunch of pieces of cork in there, so they have multiple places to hide and bask. You can see one laying right in the middle there to get warm. You can see another over here that's actually getting closer to the UV light by getting up on top of his cork flat. And then the cork flats actually serve two purposes, because not only are they a basking area on top, but they're a hiding spot underneath, because right down under there, right here, you can actually see that there's a gap and they can go underneath and hide. And then here is the giant Madagascar hognose's hiding spot, and you can see this is a bigger piece of cork with some moss on it. And then hiding right underneath, there's a giant hognose snake. So you can see that it's actually not totally flat, it is curved. And there you go. And that is one way to use the cork, and it's a nice natural looking hiding spot, much neater than just the regular old half log. So here's just a small snippet of all the different cork pieces that we have. This is some of the jumbo pieces here, then it goes extra large and large, all the way down to the smalls and mediums. And you can see that there's tons and tons of different shapes and sizes. There's some with lichen on them, some with weird triangle shapes, some that are more curved than others, even just among the flats as compared to the cork rounds, which are actually rounds. You can see that there's different sizes and shapes of these as well. And again, you can get some with lichen on them, some that are kind of broken into pieces, some big ones. All the different sizes come in a lot of different shapes. Sometimes you can get a large like this that's going to be longer, but it's not going to be as wide. And sometimes you get nice wide ones like this that are nice and wide, but they're not very long. These ones, these large ones in particular, work great as planters for plants. If you want to have a place to hide, say a ficus pot, something like this is perfect because it's just tall enough to hide a ficus in it. And there you go. And that is a quick clip of all the different kinds of cork we have and all the different stuff you can do with it.